Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hakim bin Hassan. My matrix number is #25A4744 and we are from the group 3. So the group 3 have 4 peoples. Me, Muhammad Hakim bin Hassan, Faris Ridwan, Muhammad Faiz and Adam Yazid. So our discussion is about respiratory system. So respiratory system is fundamentally responsible for gas exchange. It acts as a continuous delivery and filtration network, providing vital oxygen to the body while filtering out and removing toxic carbon dioxide, metabolic waste. It never works in isolation. It operates in a seamless harmony with the cardiovascular system to keep us alive, structurally energized and operating at a peak health. As our central core could perfectly remind us, our lungs are our life support. Let us look at a remarkable high volume statistic highlighted at the top of our poster to put in physiological life. Firstly, our lungs house an expansive network of 300 million alveoli across both lung fields, both left and right. So, this microscopic air sac provide a massive surface area required for oxygen diffusion into our blood capillaries. Secondly, to constantly refresh this air sac, the average human takes roughly 100 breaths every single day. Third, this mechanical effort translates to an amazing volumes, where 5 to 6 liters of air moves in and out of our lungs per minute under normal resting condition. Finally, this continuous ventilation cycle is absolutely essential for cellular energy production across every single tissue and cell in the human body. Without this constant influx of oxygen, production will stop and immediate cellular death will follow.
Normal anatomy and physio. Moving on to the structure foundation of our system, let's look at the anatomy pathway that it takes. The process begins at the nasal cavity, which does not just act as an entry point. It activates, filters, warms and moistens the incoming air to protect our deeper tissues. From there, the air passes into the pharynx and share passageway from both air and food before moving downward into the larynx of voice box, which is responsible for producing sound. Next, air travels down the trachea, commonly known as a windpipe, which acts as a steady pipeline to carry air straight toward the lungs. The trachea that splits into two main branches called bronchi, which serve as the primary airways leading into each lung. Inside the lungs, this tube branches out into even smaller passageway called bronchioles to distribute air evenly. Finally, the air reaches the alveoli. These are tiny air shells clustered at the very end of the line, and they are the exit sites where gas exchange actually takes place. How it works? Ventilation, breathing. Ventilation is the mechanic process of moving air in out of lungs split into the two phase. Inhalation, breathes in. During this phase, the diaphragm contracts and moves downward, causing the chest cavity to expand. This drop in internal pressures allow air to flow naturally into the lungs. Exhalation breathes out. Conversely, when we breathe out, the diaphragms relax and moving upward.
Hello, my name is Yazid and my matrix number is H25A468. So we are going to number 3.0, that is lifestyle factors. Cigarette smoke is not just harmless vapor, it contains an overwhelming cocktail of more than 7,000 chemicals. Out of these thousands of substances, a massive portion are explicitly toxic, harmful and highly lethal to our lung tissue. To better understand the danger, our poster highlight four of the most destructive chemical categories found in every puff. There are three of point that I would like to share. Is the first one is about tar. Tar, this is a thick, sticky substance that settles inside the respiratory tract. It directly coats and damages delicate lung tissue while physically trapping dirt, dust and microbes inside the lungs. The second one is nicotine. This is the chemical compound responsible for the highly addictive nature of cigarettes. Physiologically, nicotine causes our blood vessels to narrow, which spikes blood pressure and forces the heart rate to increase, placing immense strain on the cardiovascular system. And the third one is carbon monoxide, CO. This is a toxic gas that sneaks into the bloodstream. It actively binds to hemoglobin, which drastically reduces our blood's overall ability to carry and distribute vital oxygen to our cells. Thank you for me.
Alright, thanks to my friends. Now we look to the effect of smoking on the respiratory system. On the left, we have healthy lungs. They are pink, clean and flexible. Their internal alveoli are completely normal, instead highly elastic and working at peak efficiency. On the right, however, we see the reality of a smoker lungs. They are visibly black by camerata, severe and filled with damaged alveoli that are broken, significantly less elastic and highly inefficient. Cilia damage. Cilia are the microscopic hair-like structure lining our breathing passage that constantly sweep away trapped dust and mucus. Toxic cigarette smoker actively paralyze and destroy these cilia. Without this clearing mechanism, the body suffers from a severe build-up of toxic mucus, creating a breeding ground from frequent respiratory infection. Alveolar damage. The microscopic walls of our grape like alveoli are progressively torn down and destroyed by chemical exposure. This results in a permanent loss of lung elasticity and drastically reduce the overall surface area available for vital gas exchange. Anatomically, this destruction is known as emphysema. Next is long-term health effect. First, emphysema. What is emphysema? It's look like at the second panel. Emphysema represent a condition where the microwall of the alveoli are permanently damaged and ruptured. This is because their air sac lost their structural integrity. Still air become trapped inside the lung during the exhalation. It caused the lung to permanently lose their natural elasticity. Next is chronic bronchitis. This condition center on the conducting airway is involved the long-term continuous inflammation of the lining of the bronchial tubes. This constant structural irritation forces the body to suffer from a persistent hacking cough, excess mucus build-up, and recurrent bacterial or viral infection. Last is lung cancer. Finally, the most lethal consequence highlight lung cancer. The aggressive carcinogens within cigarette smoke directly alter and damage the DNA structure within the lung cell. This genetic damage trigger rapid uncontrolled cell growth and malignant tumor formation and completely evading health respiratory tissue. Thank you to our discussion about this. Thank you.